Welcome back to the first episode. So we filmed like almost everything, and then let me fix the camera.
And then a
So
technical glitch.
we filmed everything, and next thing you know, my phone just went off, and the video got deleted. I love life. So we're gonna go back over everything again, starting with Suicide Squad.
10.
So Suicide Squad. I don't get why I say suicide. It's Suicide
The
Squad.
Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Definitely better than the original. Definitely better than the original. I give it a 10. So it pains me to know that we're going to have to go over everything again when we literally spent like 30 minutes talking about 3 things and now. But so getting into it. So Suicide Squad, I think the Suicide Squad, I think it was a good movie. There was 4 returning characters from the first movie. You had Harley Quinn, Colonel Flag,
Boomerang Man.
Boomerang, and Amanda Waller. So we're gonna kind of go in a little bit short because we already said all this, but we're gonna try and keep it same length. It's just that. So basically. Start off at the movie. There's 2 teams. One is the decoy team. The second is the actual team.
The second team.
So the first team is a bunch of people. Colonel Flag, Harley Quinn, and Weasel are the actual only people that survive from that team. Everyone dies. And if you probably just said spoilers, but you've seen it already. It says spoiler warning right there. But so. That happens, and getting on closer to the end of the movie, the other team is Ratcatcher, Bloodsport, King Shark, Peacemaker, and
Polka Dot Man.
Which, closer to the end of the movie, Colonel Flag and Peacemaker fight. I am very disappointed we did not see an attitude adjustment.
But then
Why did we not see an attitude adjustment?
But then again, it comes to find out that Peacemaker is actually
a traitor.
Is actually working for Waller, and then when the U.S. government was behind this giant starfish in the space that they capture and torture for years. So to protect that information, he eliminates Colonel Flag.
Yes, kills him, and Ratcatcher sees all this, and she runs, but Peacemaker eventually catches up to her and is getting ready to kill her. But
then he dies.
Happening all around this.
Basically, 8 minutes before.
A couple stories above this. King Shark, as you know, playing around in an aquarium. The aquarium breaks, and all the fishes in there try to kill him. And then they get down to this floor. Everyone's there, and Polka Dot Man shoots some polka dots, and
the whole place goes up.
Yes. And then there's this specific spot where Bloodsport is, and it kind of takes him down floor by floor, kind of like an elevator, so really slower. And he gets down to the final floor, and there's Peacemaker getting ready to kill Ratcatcher.
And he stops and stops him.
Then they both shoot at the same time. Now Bloodsport's bullet is a little bit smaller, and Peacemaker's bullet is bigger. And Bloodsport's bullet breaks Peacemaker's bullet and shoots him in the neck. But even though he doesn't die, because we are getting a Peacemaker series, and in the post-credit scene we find out that he did not die. He is in a ER. So that's that. Now getting on, so they complete everything, they complete the mission, they're getting ready to leave. Amanda Waller, but they're gonna go back and fight the shark. I mean, not shark. What am I saying?
Starfish.
The starfish. So Amanda Waller is getting ready to detonate the chip in their neck that will blow their heads off, and then
one of her own people hits her from behind.
Yes, with a mop.
But she doesn't know what happened. She thinks she passed out.
Yes. So, make a long story short, a polka dot man dies. A bunch of rats eat the starfish. Harley Quinn takes a giant spear and jumps into its eye.
And all the rats go in and start to eat it.
Yes, and the movie ends with them all on a plane and Bloodsport and the little rat finally being friends.
not to mention, one fact we didn't mention the first time was there was a lot of bodies in casualties. This is rated R. This does have language. And basically, we love this movie, but there's certain factors why this movie didn't do so well at the box office. You got to think about HBO Max. A lot of people were sitting at home because of the pandemic. 2, a lot of people didn't like the original. This is not connected to that movie, but they didn't like the original. Will Smith was not in this one. There's a lot of factors, but this movie overall, in my book, was a 10. And
yes, I really like the movie, and I think it is a 10.
Alright, so going over...
That's that. Let's see, what else? I guess we're going to go on to number 2, which is Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer. Official trailer. Now, I'm happy that we got to see more Carnage. I feel like the designs of Venom and Carnage are just really good. Definitely, I think in the long run, it's definitely glad they didn't have the rights to they had the rights to Spider-Man, but the whole deal with Marvel, they couldn't use the spider on Venom's chest. I feel like that would just make it look goofy, and I feel like the design without the spider makes it look really nicer and better. So I think the Venom design is really good. The Carnage design is really good. It's very definitely comic accurate.
Shriek,
which is
I think the name. There's a second
Scream
symbiote
Shriek.
in this movie.
Third, a third symbiote.
Well, they're gonna be villains basically. Cletus Cassidy is a serial killer, multiple murderer that's about to be executed. Now, if you go back,
but earlier on in the trailer, he bites Venom's hand, which I feel like is how he gets a part of the symbiote.
Right, but if you go back to the 2018, how we know this is because there's a post-credit scene in 2018's Venom, which a lot of people didn't think it was going to do good because of Spider-Man 3. Everybody liked it, some didn't. Let's be critical here. There's a post-credit scene where he meets Cletus Cassidy, which is played by Woody Harrelson.
Mm-hmm.
And the basis of this, now let's make this perfectly clear again. We don't know when this movie's coming out because this trailer has no release date.
Yes.
And it could get delayed. And if that's the case, then Sony's not going to put their movies out if they don't think they're going to make a lot of money. We'll get to the Spider-Man one last.
Yes, but I am going to go ahead and apologize that the video may be a little bit short. It would be longer, it's just that we kind of already ran through everything, and then I don't know what happened to the video. But, yeah, so we're going to kind of go through the topics a little bit more faster. We only have 4 topics: Suicide Squad, Venom and Carnage, What If, and the WWE releases. So, yeah, I don't know when we're going to do the second episode. I think starting next week, we're going to do an episode on Monday and Friday. So there'll be 2 episodes a week, one on Monday, one on Friday.
Now, alright, so we ended up.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to What If.
Basically, there's been 4 Marvel. This is the 4th Marvel series.
Disney Plus show. The first one was WandaVision, then Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki. Now, What If?
Which is animated.
Basically, the thing is like all right. Let's say this going off with the first episode. We all know the story of how Steve Rogers became Captain America, but what if instead of Steve Rogers getting the Super Soldier Serum, Peggy Carter got the Super Soldier Serum, which is what happens in this show. There's a lot of differences. Now, here's the thing that kicks off the kind of time branch where it makes a different reality. In the movie, when Captain America gets ready to get the Super Soldier Serum, they tell Peggy Carter to leave the room that they're doing it, but in the animated version of it, she doesn't leave. She stays in the same room, which is what creates the different branch. So that's what happens there, and there's a lot of differences. Like Bucky doesn't fall off the train. Captain America gets captured instead of Bucky. I would have liked to seen Captain America join Hydra and fight Peggy Carter. I feel like that would have been a good twist to it. That didn't happen though. So my honest opinion is that I really like it. Definitely recommend you go watch it. What are your opinions on it?
Yeah, we'll say it's a matter. I would say it's a 10. This is just the first episode. A lot of people, some reviews, meh. But that's just I go by my own opinion. So basically, it was a good episode. We got 8 more episodes of this, and we're getting to season 2. We got 8 more episodes left. So basically, I love the episode, and it comes on weekly every Wednesday. Now, if you're on the West Coast, it comes out at 12 a.m. East Coast, 2 a.m. So basically,
And so for the remainder of these episodes, since we'll be doing an episode every Monday and every Friday, we'll cover the what if episode on Friday. So basically, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and run through a quick rundown of what if. So we started off everything, like I said, train fight and everything. Peggy Carter becomes Captain Carter, and she's wearing aka a Captain Britain suit.
But she also carries a British shield,
yes.
a vibranium.
Yes, it's the exact same shield that Captain America got, except it's her
British
version of it. So they go to the Hydra base. They get Steve Rogers back in the giant suit. They get the Tesseract back, but what happens is in the movie, Captain America sacrifices himself in a plane and gets stuck in ice. What happens in the animated show is that Peggy Carter goes now. Red Skull was able to open a portal with a giant octopus kind of thing.
Yeah, but he dies.
And the squid kills him, and Peggy Carter actually has to go into the portal, and
then
she stops it.
When we end off it is
Avengers. In New York, 2011, 2012, I think.
2012.
And they reopened the portal when she comes out, and it has been, I think, 70 years since 70 years since the war ended.
Yeah, and Steve Rogers is probably dead by now. But in the movie, he was the one that was frozen in ice.
In the movie, Peggy Carter wasn't dead. She died in Captain America: Civil War. So I'm pretty sure Steve Rogers is still alive.
But the point is, are they going to bring back Steve Rogers, because technically, Chris Evans' contract is done with Marvel.
Yes, and next week's episode of What If will be, I think, the
Yondu kidnapped T'Challa instead of Star-Lord. Correct.
So that's next week's episode. So we're going to get on to our last topic here. WWE releases who may go to AEW. We're going to talk about that right now. So let's go ahead and get off with the main WWE releases. First of all, Bray Wyatt. What are you? Why would you release him? Malachi Black. I know they already released him, but we're getting into him all right now. Why would you release him? Second of all, why would you release Bronson Reed and Bobby Fish? Why? I'm just asking that. Why? Now, Bray Wyatt, definitely think he's gonna go to AEW. I would like to see him lead the Dark Order. I feel like that would be really nice. But we may see that. Not to mention that I feel like and also Buddy Murphy, who got released, he posted something on his Twitter the other day, last week, which
like
is
a video.
Just like what Aleister Black did. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to AEW.
But his 90-day thing does not, unless he gets it shortened, it does not end until August 31st.
Yes. So
this is Bray Wyatt's thing does not end until October 31st.
Yes, I definitely think we would probably see Braun Strowman in AEW, maybe, possibly, I don't know.
That's also August 31st.
Yes,
basically.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. So Adam Cole's contract is coming to an end after NXT TakeOver,
which is next weekend.
My thing is that now I feel like he'll have a good choice either way. If he re-signs with WWE, I feel like he'll be fine there at least for a year or two until WWE gets tired of him and they release him. But I feel like the definitely best option for Adam Cole would be to not re-sign and go to AEW. He has a
wife there.
His wife is there. He gets to spend time with his wife.
And he has connections backstage.
He has connections backstage because he used to be in the Bullet Club.
And
he would have creative control.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech. I feel like it'd be definitely better for him.
Now, the basic standard of all of this, what we're discussing is basically the WWE says these are budget cuts.
I do not think that one.
Because it said the pandemic all last year, if you note, that the WWE was in the Thunderdome all last year and most of this year until recently, where they started going on the road. They're trying to say these are budget cuts. Going back to the NXT thing, they aired this. This information came out the second hour of Friday Night SmackDown, and they talking about they're trying to go a new direction and stuff. Basically, none of these NXT people want to go to the main roster because Vince McMahon treats the main roster, the NXT people, like crap.
I mean, like, we can go ahead and look at this. Karrion Kross. I mean,
NXT champion at this current moment, but he has a match against Samoa Joe at the next takeover.
Keith Lee. They need to do better with Keith Lee. They need to do better with Karrion Kross. I mean, like, here's one thing I'm going to say. Jeff Hardy.
He just got defeated. He got COVID.
Whenever his contract ends, even though I know he just re-signed.
I think that in 2022.
He needs to.
It said 2022 or 2023.
He needs to go to AEW. I'm just going to say that right now. He would have creative control over his character. He can do some Brother Nero stuff with Burke and Matt. If that happens, he can do some Willow. It would be great.
And let's sum all this up. As a wrestling fan for the last over 20 years, I started watching Monday Night Raw when it first debuted in '93. I've been watching wrestling ever since. The entire Attitude Era all the way up to this point. And now it's PG era, which in my
the PG era sucks.
It stinks because one, you don't no blood anymore. The whole basis of everything we enjoy. Now we go to let's bring up. All right, WWE is one thing. They got all these years of content. And all that.
Yeah, I will mention one thing.
Let's bring up AEW.
CM Punk.
Which brings me to my next topic. That's why we're talking about.
AKA the last topic of the video, CM Punk going to AEW. Please, God, please. And
I'm willing to put up. I'm willing to say that I can pretty much guarantee.
I am willing to confidently say he's going to be at Rampage.
Because it's in Chicago and they already sold out their arena of 20,000 people. We've seen him in working out in a session of training to get back in the ring.
I'll pretty much say this. Do not quote me on this because I probably won't do it. Don't quote me. If CM Punk doesn't show up at Rampage, I will lick this table.
What's basic state?
I will lick this table. Don't quote me on that.
As the wrestling, as the one that's watched most wrestling over the years, let me just say this: if he doesn't, these fans have. There is a minimum of 20,000 people in this arena.
Paul, but I know you're gonna say. Let me just go say this. Let's take it back to 2011. CM Punk versus John Cena in Chicago at Money in the Bank. The fans said if Cena wins, we will riot. If CM Punk doesn't show up in Chicago at Rampage, they will riot.
Oh, okay, yes, you can say it that way. Let's go with the standard thing here. AEW is still growing. They're not as big as WWE yet. If you go and pulling these stunts of false stuff and making everybody think that Punk's going to show up, and he does not show up next Saturday on the second episode of Rampage, the fans are going to find that very offensive. They're going to start to hate AEW, and then AEW's in trouble. Here's one thing. You do not insult the fans. The fans is what pays you money, what keeps you in business, everything else done.
Ronda Rousey.
What WWE is doing right now, they're basically insulting the fans by releasing these people saying because of budget cuts, and we know that's a bunch of malarkey.
Yes, but like my only thing is, now
Bray Wyatt
I don't mean for this to sound bad or anything. I have respect for anyone who gets in the ring, but how can you just be sitting there one day and be like, I have Eva Marie and Bray Wyatt.
I'm going to release Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, you're gone.
Which I will note that he was
supposed to return last night.
He was medically cleared.
He was supposed to return Monday.
He was medically cleared on that Thursday, and then that Saturday, which it came out of nowhere. Everybody was like, all of a sudden the news popped up. Well, WWE's coming to terms releasing Bray Wyatt. Everybody went everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah, well, I think my phone may go off again because it's getting back to that time where we were. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end it, and I'll look into
what's
it.
some of my favorites?
Let's go ahead and sum up everything. Suicide Squad, 10 out of 10. Venom Carnage trailer, 10 out of 10. What If, 10 out of 10. W releases, what are you doing, Vince McMahon? And CM Punk, go to AEW, be the best in the world like you were a couple years ago before you left.
And we will be, and to, let me say this. Yes, he does stop motion.
Yes.
I'm new to this up here.
Oh, yeah, be sure to go subscribe to my channel, Darth Sack.
We would appreciate all the support we can get to grow this YouTube channel.
And once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll start doing live streams. But I'm going to end this video with a banana. So, go Peely. But in the great words of how
and next week and the next time we will cover the Spider-Man 3, but our phone went messed up,
yes.
so we could not take much more time.
So, in the great words, we
will see you on the next video.
We'll see you guys on Monday. I'm trying to end this with a banana. Hold on.